Did you know that your car data grabs your information, including your sex life to your politics? And yes, this is a privacy issue. So how can that happen? Drivers have been warned that cars present a privacy nightmare, and I've warned you about this as well in the past, with vehicle manufacturers collecting extensive personal data on drivers, including where you're going and what you're doing, and trying to figure out how you think. A study of 25 car brands found that they all failed consumer privacy tests carried out by the internet-focused nonprofit Mozilla Foundation. Its research found that 84% of car companies review, share, or sell your data collected from car owners. And Mozilla found that all car brands it reviewed collected more personal data than necessary, and personal information collected was used for reasons unrelated to the operation of the vehicle or the car brand's relationship with you, the driver. The Mozilla research suggested that 6 car companies can collect intimate information, including a driver's medical information and genetic information, how fast a person drives, where they drive to, the songs they listen to, and everything you talk about in the car, because they're listening. There are some brands like Nissan, which includes sexual activity in the data it collects, and Kia notes it can collect information about your, in quote, sex life in their privacy policy, Mozilla said. Kia's privacy policy states it may process special categories of data, including information about your race or ethnicity, religious or philosophical beliefs, sexual orientation, sex life and political opinions, and trade union membership. All of that is collected. And cars can collect personal information from drivers in huge quantities from connected car services that can be used in the car and sold to third-party sources, such as online radio sources, SiriusXM, or Google Maps. Now, while the car industry has been focused on the shift from petrol or gasoline-powered vehicles to diesel engines to battery electric propulsion in recent years, some analysts argue that greater disruption is ahead as vehicles become increasingly connected to the internet and capable of autonomous driving. And mind you, all of that is part of that kill switch, which we've discussed in past weeks. It's important to go back and check that one out right up here. So collecting all this data has led to predictions of a massive rise in sales and services such as music and video streaming, or I call it subscription services, as well as driver assistance features, self-driving subscriptions, and more. Consultancy company McKinsey has forecast that car makers could make as much as $1.5 trillion in extra revenues by embracing new services ranging from ride-hailing to in-car apps to wireless software upgrades. All of that leads to money out of your pocket and into theirs. However, many services could be much more lucrative for car makers if they can collect more data on the customers and sell it to somebody else. Always to that third party, of course. Under Mozilla's criteria, Tesla failed all of the reviews that looked at security, data control, and AI. The U.S. electric car company has already faced criticism over its privacy practices, and it emerges earlier this year that employees had shared videos and images recorded by the camera in customers' cars. God knows what they're looking at, and I really don't want to see it. But Tesla did not respond to Reuters' request for comment at this time because we all kind of want to know what they're actually collecting. In 2021, Tesla said cameras were disabled in China after the vehicles were banned from Chinese military facilities because of supposed security concerns. Again, another angle to look at covering all this data. From the car brands reviewed, 84% said that they can share personal data from several providers or data brokers, and 76% said they could sell the data. That's your data. Only 2 of the brands reviewed, which is Renault and Dacia, owned by the same parent company, stated that drivers had the right to delete their personal data. Renault and Dacia cars are headquartered in Europe, where consumers are protected by the General Data Protection Regulation privacy law, which we do not have here in the US. The Mozilla Foundation said that it was unable to confirm whether any of the brands met its minimum security standards, including whether companies encrypt the personal information of drivers. But we all know they're selling it, so everybody has access. So be careful what you say and do in your vehicle. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have any questions or comments, because I'm sure you will, I'll be happy to answer. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, plus all the links for our website, social media, the podcast, and my book. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.